Okay, what's up, guys? Mano here, and we have a 2017 Harley-Davidson Sportster here. This is for sale, by the way, and this video is brought to you by Step V and Husky Servitech. Can you see that? Yeah. Anyway, let's take this out for a spin, and I'll tell you what I think about the Sportster and what I think about this bike in specific. Oh, for a moment there, I thought it wanted to start. This bike has 16-inch 8-hanger bars. And oh, okay. These are nice, you know. 8-hanger bars. I've always been a fan of 8-hanger bars. They're very comfy. They give you that, you know, presence on the streets. It makes the bike look a lot bigger. Yeah, it's vibrating. Typical Harley-Davidson vibrations over here. Oh, surprisingly, this is very light. And it's got the fat 16-inch wire spoke wheels. The wheels are basically the same size as what you would find on a Harley-Davidson 48. You know, the Sportster 48, yeah, it looks nice, but if you put it in a fashion sense, it's like pre-ripped jeans. Yeah, it looks stylish, but no, it's not everybody wants pre-ripped jeans, right? Much like a 48. Yeah, so where am I going? We're gonna go to North Reclamation area. I'm gonna take pictures and show the bike to you, you know, in detail. This bike has loud exhaust already. You know, Screaming Eagle pipes. Oh well, I could be wrong. It could be stock exhaust, but with the baffles removed. But it sounds really great. Let me check something. For a moment there, I thought I had a flat tire. This bike has a really low seat height, and I really like that. I may be 6'1", 100 kilograms. A guy like me would make this bike really tiny, but you know, it doesn't matter. You know, the older I get, you know, the more I appreciate motorcycles that are low to the ground and easy to put your feet on. You know, on a stoplight. Sounds beautiful. That's how a Harley-Davidson should sound like. Okay, if you're wondering why, or if you're wondering where I live, you know, with all this crazy traffic, no stoplights, I live in Cebu City. You know, probably the worst place to make motovlogs because the roads here are crap. Traffic here is heavy. Trucks everywhere, like this one. Clutch pull is a bit hard, you know, it's cable actuated. Typical. But I don't mind, you know, it's okay, I'm comfortable with it. Think about the Sportster, you know, I just realized this. You know, the Sportster has some weird handling tendencies, but you know, suspension is kind of shady, but it's okay. Alright, let's gas up for a bit. Yeah, look at that, huh? Sportster. There are a few things that I don't like about what the previous owner did to the Sportster. Like he added the 16-inch bars. It's not to everyone's taste, but for me, I'm okay with that. As you can see, wire spoke wheels, 16 front and back. Okay na?
I received 1,000.
See. What else I don't like about what the previous owner did? Well, yeah, crash bars are a must for a cruiser. They help you a lot in case of a crash, you know.
900.
Thank you. Okay, right. Right. That's what I really like about the Sportster. A Sportster with an aftermarket exhaust. It sounds really great. It's got that potato thump. As I said earlier, the handling on the Sportster is not, well, although it's light, it's flickable, but it's not necessarily sports bike level performance. Sportster is all about, cruising around town or up in a mountain twisties at a moderate pace, enjoying the view. So if you're intending to ride the Sportster in a very aggressive manner, well, good luck with you. But the Sportster is not meant for that. But what the Sportster is meant to do is for you to customize it. It's for you to build it into your own motorcycle. You can check eBay, AliExpress, Lazada, even Shopee. You can find parts and accessories for the Sportster whatever year. In fact, you can build your own Sportster with the use of the aftermarket catalog. From the frame to the engine to the wheels, everything about the Sportster you can buy, in basically everywhere. I'm not saying that you should do that because that's going to cost you a lot, but yeah, the fact that you can build your own Sportster with aftermarket parts catalog, it's pretty amazing. It shows that the Sportster has made a cult following. It has been around for so long. A lot of manufacturers make parts for these. You want to change the bars? Go ahead. You want to change the pegs? Like for example, this one has forward control pegs. I believe these are aftermarket. You can change this to mid control pegs. You want to make your feet closer. You want to change the headlight? Yes, you can. You can put a fairing if you want. You can put a T-bar if you want. You can raise the rear end a bit with aftermarket suspension. You can basically make a Sportster your own. If there is one motorcycle from Harley-Davidson that I would love to own and keep for the rest of my life, it would be a Sportster. Yeah, it doesn't matter if it's an Iron 83 or Iron 1200 or maybe 48, or how about this, a Sportster Custom 1200. If you were looking closely at the bike earlier, you can see that the seat was, this is a solo seat. The previous owner changed that. I'm not sure if the stock seat with passenger seat is included with this bike when you buy it. But yeah, the seat is pretty comfortable. It's okay. It's although thinly padded, but for city rides, I'm okay with this. Gotta find a spot. Gotta find a nice spot for me to take pictures of this bike. In terms of specifications, the Sportster 1200 Evo. When I say Evo, Evolution engine, the engine that's on this bike, this engine has been around for like 30 years, 30 to 40 years, I believe. This produces around close to 80 horsepower. That's more than enough. Honestly, that's more than enough. You don't need 100 horsepower to have fun. No, this is a really fun bike. So as you can see there it is. You know, I didn't show you the right side of the Sportster. Look at those twin pipes. Again, the 16-inch wheels. This comes with a bag, by the way. You know, on the right side where you can put your stuff and whatchamacall this. This is fuel injected, 2017 model. It's got around 10,000 kilometers. Built drive, of course, you know, but if you prefer chain, you can have that changed if you want. You can order the chain drive kit basically anywhere. Rear suspension is stock, you know, as you can see, it's just low to the ground. Let me fix my camera. It's got the aftermarket floorboards. This comes with ABS, by the way. Alright, now let me tell you things that I don't like specifically about this bike. You know, what the previous owner did. Well, again, you know, the ape hanger bars are, you know, it's up to you, basically, you know, but I'm okay with that. But if this were my bike, I would go for something lower. Probably a 10-inch rise, like up here. This is like 16. It's probably too much for most. And the previous owner added this headlight extension bracket. Now this is ugly. This would work if you had a fairing over here, but as is exposed, it looks ugly. You can easily put this back to the stock mounts. Also, what I don't like is the fact that he was using, I don't know what these PIAA, I assume, fog lights. They do not match the aesthetics of the bike at all. Yeah, and then he added this tank lift, this bracket over here. It's kind of dumb. If you're gonna lift your tank, you have to clean this up. That's the purpose of having a tank lift, is that you can tuck all of the wires over here. That's the reason why you want to have a raised tank. But in this case, he didn't do anything of that. If I were the buyer of this bike, you know, I'll remove this and put this back to stock position, and it will look way better. The exhaust, I assume it's stock, but with the baffles removed. The wheels, I'm okay with the wheels. You know, wire spoke wheels always look good on any cruiser. These are 16s, by the way, front and back. Basically the same as the 48. You can basically make a 48 out of this custom 1200, and you have passenger pegs and put a passenger seat also. Change the tank to a peanut style, you know, similar to that of the 48, then you basically have a 48. It's a good looking bike, you know, recently priced 680,000 pesos, Philippine pesos, by the way. Damn. Again, if this was my bike, you know, I'd put the headlight back to the stock perch, and, you know, put the stock gas tank lower. But no, that's my, you know, opinion. But for you, the would-be buyer or of this Sportster, you know, you can basically make it your own. You can do whatever you want. You can do whatever you want with this bike, you know. Turn it into a chopper, or whatever your mind, you know, or your imagination can think of, or whatever. Okay, time to take pictures. Okay, time to bring this back. So yeah, there you have it. You have the Sportster 1200 custom. This is for sale. Locally purchased from Harley-Davidson Cebu. If you want a brand new Harley-Davidson Sportster, go to Harley-Davidson Cebu. If you want a pre-owned Sportster, consider this. Probably the best bike that you would ever buy for keeps. I'm gonna miss this bike. Wish I had one though. Clutch is a bit hard on this one. Shifting is a bit hard on this Sportster, but well, that can be adjusted with simple tools. YouTube is here, you know, to guide you. If you want to wrench stuff your own, you know, go to YouTube. I fix, you know, a lot of my bikes with the aid of YouTube. If you're thinking about a Sportster, or you know, if you are how do I say this? You want a motorcycle, you know, but you want something for keeps for a long time, you know, consider a Sportster. If you want something bigger from Harley, well, you can always go for the Softails with the new M8 motors. Yeah, they're releasing the Sportsters now with a bigger 117 cubic inch motor that is around 1850 cc, I believe. But if you want something that will last you a really long time, will appreciate and will never go out of style because, well, it's old school, it's classic, you know, go for a Sportster. You can make whatever you want with a Sportster. Again, you know, that I'm sure you're tired of hearing me say that. You know, you can build whatever you want with a Sportster. You can put a sidecar, you can turn it into a adventure bike if you want to, you know. There are a bunch of guys on YouTube that have done crazy things on Sportsters. They went around the world, built something nuts, you know. There's a guy called Rusty Butcher. I'm gonna put the link to his page, to his YouTube channel below in the description. He rides Sportsters in the dirt. He races it on the track. He does wheelies on a Sportster. There's also a guy that I follow. You know, I watch his shows, his episodes weekly. His name is Shadetree Surgeon, and he's currently building a Sportster dual sport to take on a trip up in some mountains in the US. And well, you should see that. You know, I'm gonna put the link to his channel below. Check it out. Okay, again, traffic, Cebu City traffic, you know, it's horrible, you know. Motorcycles like me, you know, on the side. But then again, you know, this is one advantage of the Sportster. It's not too big, it's not too small either. For a guy as big as me, you know, I feel fine, you know, I feel comfortable on this bike. And I can handle this kind of traffic with this bike, you know, easily. Easily, I tell you. Yeah. I just love it. You know, I just love the Sportster. It's not fast, it's not slow either, but it's just there. It's a real world performance motorcycle. Anyway, that's it for this video. You know, we're back here at Husky Servitech, where this bike belongs. And I hope you enjoyed the video and found this very informative. Until next time, bye.